Invictus Gaming
Well,
turn to ban.
It plays pretty nicely to the Wisp, so anything you heal the Wisp for is going to heal the target as well that he's tethered to, and then the heal heals.
The thing I'd be worried about is your early lane presence, because the Witch Doctor and the Rubik are just so strong. If Invictus Gaming take it upon themselves just to leave like Quap on top against the Spirit Breaker, and then put the Gyro with the Witch Doctor and the Rubik on bot lane, they're going to roll over MVP, and this Leshrac will never find any farm. Yeah,
that is a possibility, but it also depends. I don't think they want to get the Spirit Breaker against the Queen at all. I think that's the Nightmare lane, so yeah. MVP will have to try and work around that, find a laning that will fit them. IG, they have the last hero to pick up here and see what they can make happen.
What else do they need? Razor?
They need I would say they just need an off-laner initiation kind of hero. So Clockwork was banned out, and anything similar to that would be nice. Tusk, of course, being banned as well. They have removed some of the good off-lane options.
Yeah,
Shaker.
There's not many of them really left.
Shaker.
Like, unless you want to go into like the Bat Rider pool.
Nah, they wouldn't do that, I think.
No, I'd actually, like, right now for IG, it'll be so much more stronger if they just put the Queen of Pain as their off-laner.
Maybe.
Because, like, who's going to kill it? The Wisp and the Dazzle won't be able to harass her out. The Spirit Breaker might cause a problem, but Spirit Breaker's going to have his own issues with his own lane.
Yeah, it's possible. However, it gets kind of weird when they have team fights, because they need a hero that goes in and runs in on MVP Phoenix right now, because they have 4 range heroes. So there we go. The Tidehunter is going to be the one. Okay. Very nice.
MVP, now picking Kunkka.
Yes. Good old rivalry.
That team fight for IG, though, is actually really, really, really scary.
First Tidehunter that we're casting here at TI, at least.
Yeah. Not a hero we see a lot, primarily because he doesn't really offer great rotations. Not unless the enemy is diving underneath your tower, and then he TPs in and then just ravages, which in this game is probably going to happen from MVP, and a Bloodseeker will be the final one. Another one of the most popular off-laners of late. Bypass for IG because they just want the Tidehunter and superior team fight.
Yeah, so
they got that in droves.
Kyo gonna play the Bloodseeker. I kind of like having Bloodseeker and Dazzle together, because you can always grave him and he might be able to get a kill, heal himself up again, and get strong. So MVP Phoenix have a lot of maneuverability. Tether, Spirit Breaker charge, and Bloodseeker, of course, being super fast. But IG's kind of, you know, 5-man. If they ball up together, that's terrifying. Witch Doctor, Death Ward, Queen, Gyro. Oof, a lot of scary stuff.
It be game time though, so our final series of the day. There is still more Dota action coming up to you for those out there who are not exhausted from all the Dota which we have been watching over the course of the last 3 days, as well as the wildcard. Congratulations, you have stamina of an ox.
Yeah, truly.
And I know we're starting to get to a point where we're getting very, very tired at the end of every single day, but the energy is always there for a game. If it's like our first game of this series, it's always there for games like that. As MVP go up against Invictus Gaming, MVP trying to keep their hopes alive to get up into the top 4 and potentially the winner's bracket of the main event for TI5 held in Key Arena. And only a couple of days away. I checked my imaginary watch.
I mean, it's soon-ish. The third.
Soon-ish.
Yes.
Our trademark time, except we actually know when it's going to come.
Oh, boom. Nice to see the Wisp breaking some trees here, making it easier to stack and pull. So looking for them to do a dual lane mid, so Wisp can go down and pull there. So it's going to be Bloodseeker mid.
Yeah, Bloodseeker mid with the help of Wisp. March then goes to the top lane. He's going to get his wish. It's not up against the Gyro. It's not up against the Queen of Pain. It will be up against the Gyrocopter.
Yeah. And
Quap will run the mid. Chuan and Faith probably going to do a lot of roaming early on. Do we have? There's no smokes on them, so they're not looking to roam gank. But they'll probably end up down a bottom lane pretty early. KP would be the Leshrac core, so #1 position for them as far as farm priority. And that leaves Nuts as the Dazzle supporter. And Luo, I want to see how successful he's going to be on this off lane as the Tidehunter.
Yeah. Well, off-lane Tidehunter, see if it makes or breaks here as, you know, first game casting the Tide at TI. And going up against a pretty tough lane. 2 range heroes is always a pain for him, and Dazzle is a very good zone hero. Mid lane, we see Witch Doctor helping out here, trying to stop QO from getting good farm.
And you've already got a bottle over on Febby, so this Shadow Strike could harass him from Ferrari. I don't know how long he's going to keep up with this. Like, he might drop QO down nice and low, but at the same time, unless they get a paralyzing cast, they can't really capitalized on it or have a high level up and scream.
He just heals so quickly. Just getting one last hit, he will get so much HP.
What do you think about Luo with his build? With no Stout Shield up against someone like a Lashrak?
I honestly think that Stout Shield will help you a lot, just getting that early on.
He could buy it in a moment. He could like just loop around to the store in a moment.
Yeah, he might pick that up, but I think he needs the boots as well. It's more the gauntlet kind of delays his item progression. If he doesn't get boots, he's gonna take even more attacks as well, so it's tough to say. Should be mentioned, Wisp already getting the double stack here on the big and medium camp. Doing a good job, and Luo being harassed away by Nuts.
Yeah, he's just keeping as far back as possible. That's almost one of these times where you want to play like classic Jimmy Dota. Get yourself into like the tree line just on the right side here, or loop into one of the trees in here, and just soak up the experience. Don't even think about last hits, just get the experience, get your Ravage, and then be useful.
Be sneaky. Yeah. I remember way back, actually, Pinoy used to do that as well when he played offlane. Yeah, here he's pulling.
Now,
this is so sad as a mid player.
This pull got so heavily nerfed, primarily because you couldn't really do the pull anymore. And yeah, Ferrari's realized what the hell's going on. He's coming down here to do something about it. So at least maybe he can find a couple of last hits from this wave. And well, he might not even get like, okay, he's not going to get any of the neutrals. He'll take a little bit of damage, and Febi's going to try and harass him out of here. And a haste rune for Nuts. Well, Ferrari's going to have to blink, and look at Nuts. He's already moving into a position so he can just run after him. The charge will keep the vision of Ferrari, which means Nuts also being tethered up. They're going to get the first blood. It's MVP on Invictus Gaming. The dream is real for Korea.
That's just so sad that he found a haste rune there. Really unfortunate for Ferrari, but it's high risk to go in there and contest that pull, even though you get 2 creeps. But as a mid player, I can't say that I wouldn't do the same. You just get so frustrated when your mid lane is pulled.
But what can you even do to stop this? Like,
honestly, it's just shenanigans, Toby. Like this.
The upside is, though, there's no trolls in here anymore. Yeah. So Febi doing this pull is really difficult, because the only way this pull works is if actually he's got the Sata banishes.
He can tether when there's an attack in the air from any of the setters.
But that's it. Like the 2 Sata banishes are the only things that do those range attacks. That's the way the only way
let's see if he can get it now.
Works.
He's gonna try now. Oh,
there's the attack.
Missed it.
Missed timing. Very, very difficult to do.
Oh yeah, it's definitely hard to do. So
QO. Tidehunter's so low that he's able to just jump in down the middle lane, but Tide's back at base now. So that movement speed disappears.
Yeah, Nuts has also been doing a good job stacking up the other big camps, so the entire jungle of MVP is being well used here. As IG not doing as much with their jungle, and mid lane is definitely struggling a little bit. But they're getting the short end of the straw.
I always have faith in burning farming.
Yeah.
21-10 on the gyro is farm. And Lashrak uncontested farm as well. It's going to be one of these games where we'll probably look about 10 minutes in and we'll go, that's how it's meant to pan out.
Yeah, they just want to lane like this early and get something going. Then they're going to start moving together, so roughly in 6 or 7 minutes or so.
MVP actually have those camps stacked up so much that either they did just deny the creep wave that comes in, or it has to be flash farm, because they can't farm it themselves anymore.
I mean, they can farm it with the Lashrak. That's probably the tool that they want to do, and they want to put someone else bottom, like Wisp can rotate down there, get experience from bottom lane. So it's a really nice plan.
And they're trying to choke out. Okay, QO. Yeah, that's malediction over on him, but the tether's coming in, and Febi's going to give him the life back, and Faith also being charged. QO just making the run for it, gets the life back in the scream, the tower damage, even the heal coming in from Nuts and Shallow Grave. They keep QO alive.
Do something.
He'll survive.
Yeah, he will live for now.
And then they even tether him up. A little bit more life up their sleeve.
Yeah, and
then the burst heal. That didn't even have to go back to base. In fact, they could turn around if March... She doesn't have charge available. And there's no rupture on QO.
And suddenly Bloodseeker had full HP again. Damn, so quick heals.
You even think that rotation would be worth it for IG at the start, and then nope.
Yeah, that looked so good for them.
And QO loves it when this kind of stuff happens. So Tide drops a little bit in the bot. He does chip damage on Ferrari. And he's just so powerful. Like, how do you even gank a hero like that when you have to keep in mind that the Lashrak Lightning, which is level 3, would drop the Tidehunter down a little bit, and then the Bloodseeker just becomes so much more powerful. Yeah.
The Lashrak is getting all of that money, getting really fat. And he's gonna just go from camp to camp and clear the entire jungle, I reckon. I don't see why not.
Is it stun as well, or lightning? It's lightning to Pulse Nova. And then Febby just keeps the tether on.
Yeah, the Pulse Nova helps farm it so easily. Even the golems. Poor golems, not even resistant anymore.
This is why everyone fears the Leshrac. This is why you take the Leshrac out. He is so efficient at doing whatever he wants to do, be it from kill to farm to team fight.
Yeah, definitely. And when he gets a few items, he just turns into such a monster. When he has that Bloodstone up, if you rush it, super, super strong. He's
got more net worth than the Gyrocopter now.
Yeah, he does. And that's where Burning farming really well, of course.
Yeah. Like normally say, oh, that's fine. Like a core, like a #1 versus #1 position he should have more farm anyway. But it's Burning. Like getting advantage on him is so difficult. Now Luo, March not going to charge it in. Unless he got his 17% bash and one of the melee creeps instead.
Oh my god.
But Nuts having a double damage rune. They're just pushing through this tower.
Yeah, they are. Looking at the last hits on this Leshrac, he has 63 last hits, 6 minutes, and 10 last hits per minute now is what he's keeping up at. Pretty good for first 6 minutes of the game.
Are they actually going to do that? They have to back up. The tower's outside denial range. March being picked up, but KP looking for the lightning over on Chorn, doesn't bounce, and then the shallow grave. There's no stun available, so it's a safe TP out.
But Nuts though. Oh, he could maybe Magic Wand and TP, but...
Yeah, sticks and TP, but Chuan, no telekinesis. Yeah, he's actually out again. TP, most powerful item in Dota.
Been proven again and again here on the stream 2 today. Q on the mid lane, a little bit in danger here.
He's hitting Ferrari so hard!
Oh my god.
It looked like Ferrari had the advantage. Now the Malediction will kick in. Where is this Dazzle? Where is it? He's back at base with no Shallow Grave. QO, that Malediction should be enough. Tether in, heal, Febby, heal. He's alive.
He is fine. Gonna be good. And again, just kicks into jungle and is gonna farm. And he's looking at a very, very fast Treads and Midas. Dear God, MVP are having a dream start here for their team.
It's kind of funny because like most Midas we've seen, like we look at the RTZ timing when he would run it. And it's like even like a half semi, like that's when Secret were running normally like aggro style lanes. And you'd have it around the 11-12 minute mark. This is an 8-minute Midas we're staring down the barrel of.
Yeah, he's farming a whole lot on the mid lane. A whole lot. And look at the Queen, she has 20 last hits just barely. They're doing an aggressive smoke now. They do have the Ravage, so they need to get a big payoff from this.
Where are they going to find it? They could try and stop the farm, but while Febby's sitting behind him, like Chuan's going to get the pickup over on Wisp. He goes for the Bloodseeker to start with. There's no tether, but there's your Ravage. Ferrari will jump in as well, and they will get the payoff. It's the double kill on the Bloodseeker as well as the Wisp.
And getting it on Burning as well. That's the hero that you want to have it on. Gyrocopter, make him snowball into this game.
But that is your Ravage committed now. You're losing your tier 1 tower on bot lane. There's no fortification to save him. So Nuts will take this last hit, which almost gives him his arcane boots.
It almost seems like MVP has a little bit of lesson learned there from C9, because they were definitely winning a lot of the games just by using the map better. And this time C9, MVP, yes, they got ganked, yes, they lost 2 heroes, but they're pushing side lanes already.
Yeah. And that means March also finding levels on top. He's about to hit level 6, so you're going to add Nether Strike into this movement gank. Speaking of movement, the Bloodseeker running up north. Queen of Pain's a little bit low, so he's moving around with 4-6-2 movement speed at the moment.
So fast and so furious.
Just even, like, it's just treads.
Yeah.
It's not even anything more than that giving him the bonus.
It's insane, actually, how fast Bloodseeker gets.
It's like KPs are also arriving on the top. Only 1 point up at Edict. But there is a fortification, they can get it out, and IG don't want a bar of it. They're coming for the counter trade. So tier 1 for tier 1 tower will be the trade-off, fortification early, and that was before KP used its Edict. So when this fortification comes off, MVP will push a lot faster. Nuts, he's standing right underneath an observer ward.
Yeah, he is. They have seen him. But the trade, smart choice by IG as they don't have any Ravage.
They're charging in. The TP's coming in from the Leshrac and Burning. Well, he's still got cooldown available, and they do keep the tower alive for now. They find Nuts on the side. He's going to have to Shallow Grave himself to survive this one, but March, now he comes in for the charge, pushing Burning back with the Nether Strike, and Burning still didn't kill off Nuts. March, however, he's in more trouble when the Sonic Wave spills out from Ferrari, but he needed to commit 2 huge ollies just for the Spirit Breaker, while the rest of them is the Bloodseeker chasing after Faith. Ferrari actually gets himself a double kill here, and Faith, looking to deny himself up the neutrals, will not be successful. And QO, in fact, now just... Well, okay, he was starting to farm up the Ancients, and I'm like, wait, that's not the right idea.
A little bit too tough, especially as he has Midas ready as well. He should just run to a lane.
He's got Rupture. Ferrari TPing out, right in their vision.
TP out, gonna be safe. TP bottom from Spirit Breaker as he's going there. Relocate as well.
Yeah, they're going to charge up. I mean, they need the vision.
Oh,
There's Tidehunter TPing out. Stun too late.
Oh, a little bit too late. Needed to be very quick there when they got the vision from the Wisp Spirits.
Almost needed to guess.
Yeah.
Like, just use the first stun from the Leshrac and then Spirit Break. You can charge for the second.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they're trying to take more towers, even putting 2 points into the Edict just to get more pushing power.
Well, get through the fortification, and yeah, Edict doing some work. Rupture's on Ferrari, so again,
they're wrapping around though.
With the Blood Ride as well, Ferrari not going to walk himself out. This one, Faith down to half-life. The charges coming in on Burning, so MVP are getting ready to turn around. Okay, no, he cancels it. Yep, they just run away.
All of them just run away. We talked about how mobile they are, how fast they are, and with the tether, the Spirit Breaker charge, all of this, hard to catch them.
MVP have over 5k net worth up against IG.
Yeah.
Like, they're taking 3 towers, which is where a lot of it does come into it all, but they got so much farm on their Bloodseeker and their Leshrac. It's like the 2 heroes which so many teams have feared coming into TI5.
Yeah.
And now both of them have farm on MVP.
Well, Bloodseeker has not had as much success as we would imagine him though before TI. A lot of people were predicting he would be a top pick. But when he does get farm, he's definitely a dangerous hero.
Yeah. But that's one of the, always those things, like you say, oh, this guy's going to be a top, like this team's going to be a top team, this hero is going to be a top pick. Teams come in with so many strats prepared against them that they just don't, like they just fall off because of this scenario, and you find yourself in a whole new meta.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, relocate, where are we headed? It's top lane to farm.
Yep.
MVP, it's the quick push with relocate.
I mean, he's disgustingly fat right now on the Leshrac. He has his Bloodstone now.
Is Febby leaving him? Is Febby going to tether? He's actually leaving him behind, so because he wants to TP to bottom lane.
He has the full Bloodstone 12 minutes in. Like, he doesn't have it delivered, but he has the money for it. That's insane.
Is he going to TP bot?
Yeah,
he's going to farm first.
Probably. He's just clearing up some camps again. They do have Ravage on Tide, though. No Death Ward, however, on Witch Doctor.
Here comes that courier with the Bloodstone you're talking about. So KP separates it. Wait, what? Hang on.
Happened?
Yep.
We forgot to purchase.
Yeah, he's missing a critical component from all of this.
He needs a boost.
There we go. The point booster has arrived. T1 tower in the bottom lane will go the way of Invictus Gaming.
Yep, but meanwhile MVP are just sitting in the enemy jungle, trying to farm a little bit there, and also farming up Ancients with QO.
They're also putting down some good aggressive wards. So one observer ward's watching around near the Dire Ancients, and the other one watching the first entrance area of IG into their own jungle. So it's very difficult to get anything past MVP when they're pushing together as like they are against the tier 2 tower. And IG, again, like they probably like aware of this, they're just looking for their own trade-off. That T1 tower, fortify it, waste a little bit of time. The Dire have no fortification anymore as well, which is really more dangerous because there's no like refresh of the fortification when the T1 towers drop because they're all gone.
Yeah, they want to fight this as well. They're going top, trying to get ready. They have Witch Doctor Death Ward as well now.
At the same time, though, QO is making his way up, so you may have a Witch Doctor Death Ward.
Oh, there will probably be a fight here. I think both teams are feeling pretty confident.
MVP's got the better vision. They're going to start the weave, March charging in, going after Burning. If he can actually stop that cooldown from happening, then they've got a huge victory here already. There goes your cooldown, but they've still got the kill on Burning. The cooldown's not in any useful position. Now your Death Ward hitting into QO. The Ravage from Luo, buying the space with the Shallow Grave, keeping that Bloodseeker alive. He's looking for his life, backing in with the Death Ward, killing up March, but it does not finish QO, but Rubik does.
Oh, he was
they do find it. Faith actually takes him out. The Faith losing his life as KP walking through it. Where's your stun? There she is. Ferrari's down for the count. Chuan, the one man who saw Rupture, which is what ended up killing him off.
Definitely. Rupture was what killed the Bloodseeker. That is poetic right there. And speaking of Rupture, the Queen of Pain got Rupture immediately in the fight, but she did the trick where you can take one step and then blink and took no damage from it. Sadly, however, the fight was an overall disaster, so that little Q trick was not enough.
Yeah. It's just a full fight for MVP. KP Phoenix walked in. What a time to also pick up a Bloodstone. Now he's got 12 charges on that thing.
Yeah.
And 1,700 gold after spending all of his cash.
That's pretty neat. Pretty neat.
That's an instant respawn right now.
Yeah, I think you should just stack into the BKB straight away. Looking at the heroes on IG, I think he needs some protection when he goes into the team fights now.
Febby keeps doing this. Keeps relocating Leshrac to farm. He's acting more like a coddle. However, like when he comes back, he's not close enough to Burning for him to know.
Yeah. I like what he's doing. It's really speeding up the farm a lot on this Lesh track. He might go for travels even already, just to keep farming the entire map with Lesh.
But when you got a Wisp doing what he's doing already, going in for more tank abilities also, like, he needs the BKB up against the Tide Hunter.
Definitely.
Like, when he becomes a non-factor, fantastic. Leshrac almost wins the game by himself.
You also ignore the Rocket Barrage, the Call Down, and some of the other annoying stuff like the Cask. But
QO. He started the animation to do the Rupture.
Oh, Luo.
That's not the place he wants to be. Bounty, March. Is he going to steal it just in front of him? And, well, you can anchor smash all you want, but QO runs in with Wisp. Oh, yeah, this is going to be so easy for him.
Yeah, they know that it should be really hard to contest this since he's dead. No one will come.
And instead, they just try and take the tier 1 tower, but the creep wave's a little bit too far back. So even now, if MVP want to, the relocate's on cooldown for 16 more seconds. But everyone's got TPs apart from the Wisp. So they can just charge themselves up on top. In fact, it's exactly where SB's gone. They TP in QO, and he ruptures over on Chuan to go with a Blood Right. They need some kind of stun, but Chuan TPs away. Luckily for him, TPing doesn't trigger Rupture.
Yeah.
That would be suicide.
It would, though, if you just TP'd a little bit, you know? If you didn't TP all the way, if you were close to your fountain and TP.
What's the range of it? Like
the max range for a Rupture to trigger?
For not to trigger.
Oh, it's the 1300. So that's the reason on Queen of Pain Blink, if you just blink, you gotta trigger it. But if you take one step and then blink, that's why you don't trigger it.
The way to remember.
Mechanics, man.
I like it, Wanga.
I believe it's exactly 1300, or it could be like 1325 or something. It's there. One step and a Queen Blink and you're above the distance anyway.
Yeah, which then, yeah, that makes it...
That's all that matters.
That means it has to be like 1325.
Yeah.
Because if it was if it was 1300 flat, less like, if it's on the line, it's in.
Exactly. 1300 is in.
Out.
Yeah. However, you can get screwed up by that because of how the refresh timing works and when it checks it. So if you're unlucky, it starts checking right when you blinked, and you're like, oh, well, you blinked, and yeah, you didn't travel far enough.
Well, looks like Leshrac doesn't want to go for the BKB. Instead, he's gone for a Yule Scepter build. So a little bit more gank potential, a way to stop that Death Ward. Might be another look at it, where it instantly happens and you don't just think, oh, I gotta rear up on my hind legs and then get the stun. It's
such a fast Dual Scepter as well. That's probably why it's gonna be good, because look at Gyrocopter, he has a Sanjiaksha, but he can easily be a target of Dual Scepter and then just stun, and he's gonna die.
MVP are coming up. They want to go high ground up against Invictus Gaming.
18 minutes in.
Batten down the hatches, Leshrac's knocking on the door, and before, again, like it's 15 seconds until you got your fortification up. So it's a full edict, level 2 duration of QO. A little bit of trouble for him. That one creep next to him really bounced it around. They need a shallow grave QO. The Malediction's still going to do a lot of work, and the shallow grave won't last long enough, so they need more heal on him. Ashley, nope, they got him.
There's the heal.
And there's a creep. There's a creep to go back to full life. Like, leave it for me. Leave it for me. Yeah. Oh, you cheeky devil, KP. He took it with lightning, of all things.
Yeah.
Wait, was that his? Yeah, it was his lightning.
Worst kind of teammate right there.
He's even taking the last.
He's like, oh, you're dying? I'll just take your farm.
He's like, you just take this one, man. You just take this one. He's like, can you at least like wear it down for me?
Why is he actually not killing it?
I don't know.
Okay. Just fooling around a little bit with each other.
Not to ask questions. Fevy managed to find himself a bounty rune too, so he's got 3 bottle charges ready to go. And KP, there goes the edict. Fortification for IG, they will burn it. As the weave now starts from QO, from MVP. But it's gonna be pretty much peaked when this creep wave arrives. So they'll have max armor. The Gyro's not gonna do as much with his flat cannon.
That's how much, yeah, that's how you want to time it. Could maybe have waited a little bit more as they're going high ground now, but it's very good.
It's got like 4 seconds, 3 seconds, KP edict.
It's still good.
Up he runs and burning, moving forward. There's a paralyzing cast once again. QO separated, but I'm hearing that rupture and Luo's just walking it off. And now we'll TP back to base.
Yeah, I don't think they can break this high ground already. It's too early.
Why not?
It's too hard.
Like they're not burning too much for this. Like Weave's the only thing they're really using, and as long as Leshrac can keep edicting, he's gonna bring it down bit by bit.
There's no point going high ground now. I think this is the only way that IG can win this game, is taking a fight here in their base. But they're gonna go for it.
Yeah, the Weave starts again. There goes your tower. QO a little bit too close, but they get through the tier 3 tower, and now back up.
Yeah.
Or are they here for the long haul? Are they here? They're backing up. March has got farm to get on bottom lane so he can pick up his BKB.
Yeah, that's fine as well. Just backing out now.
But QO's got his. Like, he's got a full 10-second BKB and 1900 gold.
Yeah.
Leshrac, after the tower goes down, has now 1900 after picking up his Yule Scepter. He's got over 10k net worth. What's the Dazzle got? Medallion Treads, that's nice. Wisp got Treads, Earn, Soul Ring.
Everyone is picking up a lot of stuff on the side of MVP, basically, is the consensus.
And 13 Bloodstone charges on that Lashrak. And still 20 minutes in, you get 13 Bloodstone charges. And what's in return? Burning wants his BKB, but he's owning an Ogre Club into it.
I don't really like this build as well, by burning. Going into Sanjiasha, yeah, going Sanjiasha into BKB feels a little bit weird. Every time I see RTZ or someone else go Sanjiasha, it's because they skip the BKB for so long. They go drums into Sanjiasha, into MKB, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't know. This just feels like it takes too long, and it only stacks up HP.
Kind of a hard run as well when you look over at the Tidehunter. Like, he's building up a mech, so while the team fights are happening, like right now, Ferrari being initiated on, there's your Rupture. He'll blink.
Yeah.
He tried it.
He
tried it.
Didn't get it there.
No, we didn't. And they're worried. Wait, okay, yeah, the relocate's on bottom. The Whisk can actually come down, or maybe he doesn't have to. Nuts is here with a burst heal burning. What a healthy man, and it was actually, okay, it's just Blood Riot stolen by Chuan. Qro's going to run himself out of this one. If he's going to TP out, but they have the Ravage as well committed.
Oh, no.
The Shallow Grave still did its work. Qro, he's trying to get some life back by killing off the melee creep.
They're going to go mid now. They know that there's no Ravage. This is terrible.
No Ravage, no fortification. So Pulsed over and Edict burns through the creep wave.
Yeah, but the creeps, they have creep wave top, so it could go, but it's too dangerous, just the two of them.
Yeah.
They're gonna wait. They have BKB on Spirit Breaker coming in soon. Wait for the respawn on Bloodseeker, and then they can just go. Because Ravage timing is down for 2 minutes now, and they know it. Oh, that was sad. Especially as the Rubik already left him. Sean is like, no, what are you doing?
It would have been worse, though, if Ferrari popped his ultimate, too.
Yeah.
Like, if that ended up happening. Actually, what is Ferrari? Is Ferrari building Dagon? Or is that just a casual null talisman sitting in his inventory? He's going for the Ags.
He had a null from before.
Okay, good. So, because they'll be like, he's not going to kill anyone with a Dagon in this game.
Not really. You can sometimes build it to bully the Wisp, but Wisp is really strong in this game. 14 or 1200 HP already.
Yeah, he's getting closer to that mech as well. So once that's up, it's the Tether Burst heal. Luo's being charged by the Spirit Breaker. He's going to cancel that, though, as he realizes that's just not going to work.
He actually stacked jungle by charging. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, he made this. I was like looking at that going, like, was that intentional?
Mastermind.
And Kira's like, sweet. And a minus usage.
March, so smart. Predicting.
And KP really wants to finish this. He's picked up a casual cloak for now. You'll Scepter over on Ferrari. The stun timing with the Blood Right. Ferrari copying a hell of a lot of damage, but he'll just blink himself away to safety. The charge was on too, and Nuts has to Shallow Grave into the Death Wall from Faith. Cancel almost instantly, however, as he realizes he's not going to find a kill. The call down, that'll kill Nuts, but burning. Isolated by Qro, trying to mad mode this one. But Qro, the Sonic Wave will bring him down, but not before the Gyro dies, and Marsh still going to work. KP with the Pulse Nova. He'll rip through the rest of IG, and they're relocating up and in after Luo. The problem is the paralyzing cast, making it so difficult, but even through adversity, MVP will now take the mid racks.
They have buybacks. If they want to hold this racks, they will have to commit it now. It's so expensive though, and it will set back the BKBs.
They're fighting backdoor regen.
Yeah, but the creep wave is coming in.
The dark creep wave is completely gone.
They definitely have to buy back if they want to hold. They're gonna give up the racks. Okay.
What are you doing, Sean?
They're prioritizing the money.
He just burned 130 mana to Glimmer Cape. Maybe he's worried about being charged.
And that's painful, losing racks already 24 minutes in. And even more Bloodstone charges. Look at that Leshrac. Even if you kill him next team fight, he's gonna travel back in.
This has just not been a day for IG.
No.
At all.
Definitely not.
At all. Roshan, what are we going to have our spawn time? 21 seconds. The Wild wants MVP to win this game. That's so quick for him. And we're actually looking at like the start of an Octarine call for KP. It's... Unless he's considering, it's not worth Aghanims in this game, is it?
Yeah, it is. Aghanims deals so much damage. I think he should actually definitely go for it. Like, Octarine would be okay, but increasing your damage even more, imagine how hard they would melt. The enemy team is not high enough level.
In 400 gold, he has it.
Yeah.
Like, if he actually wants it in 400 gold, Sean again still impulse Nova. This is like the worst thing he wants.
Just run in, Sean.
Like, what he's really hoping for is the lightning of the Lashrak.
Yeah, that would be a very good deep pushing spell.
Oh, there's your running by KP. Looking for the opening over on Faith, and Pet, oh wow, it's a good ravage from Luo, and the Sonic Wave as well, but Leshrac, the Meg Charge from Bebby keeps him up in Faith, starting on the ultimate, but the damage output is really negligible. KP just stands his ground, lets off the sun, and turns on the pulse over. Luo is dying in the trees. Ferrari has to blink himself away, but now it's Faith. Isolates it out. You might be getting that paralyzing cast causing some problems, and KP, not a healthy man. They burn through him, but he's instantly alive. B-team back. They're using Bloodstone and Economy to win this game. The Rocket Barrage coming in, but March charging over towards Chuan, working with Heavy, and Faith again the paralyzing cast to go to work, but KP back to the world of living, and he runs in, Pulse Nova on. You'll have that TP, that blink back to base for Ferrari at least, but Burning on the run out here, the charge into Chuan. He's down for the count. Ferrari actually trying to kill his own teammate at that point. Sonic waving the rooming. Nuts will TP out to safety. KP just wants to survive. You'll Yule Scepter to dodge the first Shadow Strike, which will give him the movement speed, and he has his own Glimmer Cape to run away to safety. The Burning Rocket is chasing him down, but there's a Yule Scepter in 11 seconds. He's got BTs in 1, he's got Glimmer in 4, and he's got a teammate arriving in. That's QO on the way in.
Yeah, can he get the Rupture?
He can run. Like,
maybe he can actually catch up.
The life is too low on Burning. Burning. He's got the movement speed.
He does, but Burning is, like I said,
he'll give it up
really fast. So Leshrac has not purchased something. It is the evasion for. Oh, it's actually a full Solar Crest over on Dazzle.
What KP purchased was the Glimmer Cape.
Yeah.
When he came back, that was it.
That's true. He bought it up.
It was successful. I let him live.
Pretty interesting blood raging the Leshrac in these fights because he deals so insanely high damage. Oh, and anything he kills just heals him up as well.
You really want to see that Aghanims now, don't you?
I do.
Like, he's only 300 gold, and Roshan is alive.
But at this point, like, after Glimmer Cape, maybe he should just buy up more HP at this point. But Aghanims would still be amazing, I think.
Aghanims are still good stats points, and I don't think we have much of a point beyond Aghanims. Looks like KP is going to drop the Magic Wand. So this Aegis the Immortal belongs to the Leshrac.
Yeah.
And with that money, he's got 3.2k. Is this the time? The Courier's back at base.
He bought something.
He bought Soul Booster.
I see. So he's going for the Octarine.
Yeah.
That's fine too. I mean, Octarine is going to give him even more heal with the Blood Rage and even more HP so that he can actually run in here. And do they have any detection against this ward?
Yule Scepter on Burning. Chuan looking for the telekinesis grab. Burning being stunned up. The Blood Rise not going to help his life either, but the Glimmer Cape will protect him. KP, okay, dude, I know you're strong and you have an Aegis the Immortal, but he's just charging him, but the Wisp keeps him up. Burning, it's a good call-out position, but Ferrari getting beaten down, and he blinks away, but the Rupture's doing the work. Burning turns on the Flag Cannon, but there's not enough damage. The Shallow Grave and Luo, you go with the Ravage, but it isn't going to be enough, no. KP, it's a triple kill for him. He's going nuts. He still hasn't lost the Aegis, and Febby is dodging it out, and he relocates. He went back to base. He's taking him to heal up the entire way as I've gone crazy with my camera, but they will be coming back in a moment.
Yeah,
Are they tethered? They're tethered. They're coming together. He turns on the Pulse Nova, and then just burning through Burning. The Blood Right's in the perfect position. KP chasing after that Gyrocopter. He wants him dead, but he can't do it. Chuan with the telekinesis makes it difficult, but QO is back in the world.
Seeker starting to kill stuff as well. So much going ham from MVP.
That's it. Like,
that's too much.
This really is it. There's no buybacks available. Tide is short of it. He'll respawn, but he's got no Ravage. And they're still against the Aegis of the Immortal. And GG, MVP will 2-0 Invictus Gaming. To quote a famous caster that is not myself, I think IG was a little bit overrated coming into TI5.
Oh, wow. Wow. That caught up.
Woo! Yeah. All right, MVP.
I'm saying it. I for one welcome our Korean overlords.
Greetings.
I want to see them tomorrow, and I wish them the best of luck. It's going to be tough.
If they 2-0 Secret, they